past 4 years. Damon will be escorted in between games by James Skradsky, Wendy Allen, and Jackson Skradsky. Damon is the team's top 3 in batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and RBIs, and he's pitched 40 innings, earning 3 wins, 1 save, while compiling an ERA of 2.80. Coach Bartlome notes that anytime Damon is pitching, that we have a really good chance of picking up the W. Damon's favorite Cubs accomplishment is beating both Butte and GVO this season. It's a first during his years as a Cub. Damon thanks Coach Fitzgerald first and foremost for putting in big situations as a young player to develop his confidence, and Coach Bartlome, of course, for truly understanding how he plays and what he needs to be successful and encourage him the whole way. This fall, Damon will attend Montana State University, and we really want to encourage all you fans to root loud and proud for him so we can get him to come back for a super senior season and really make this Dillon Cubs team even better if he comes back next year, to carry on great pitching performances that he's had throughout his career. And we really want to thank Damon for his years of dedication, and of course the Skradsky family for their years of support for the Dillon Cubs. James really put in just about everything and anything that you could, from sweat equity to miles on his vehicles. He's one of the reasons also why not only Cubs baseball, but Dillon Cubs baseball, and Dillon baseball in general is successful. So Skradsky family and Lagunas families are 2 of the best reasons why the Dillon Cubs are successful, and really looking forward to watching this last home game of the season, and really hoping that Damon enjoys himself well enough to come back next year. And really, I think in the future, you're probably going to see not only Tyler around here as helping some of the other young men, maybe umpire or whatever, but he's always been an asset to the Dillon Cubs, and it's easy to say thank you to these 2 seniors for senior recognition game. We're going to play 2 sevens. This is a conference game. It'll finish up the conference year for the Dillon Cubs, and then we'll be on our way next week. In fact, it's usually a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday tournament, which will be hosted by GVO in Three Forks, Montana. So that'll be exciting. At the end of this, we'll probably have a pretty good idea where the standings sit overall for it. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll go from there. So we're going to take a brief timeout as the umpires get the game ready here for us, and we work our way into the national anthem. Until we get to that point, though, I want to at least get you the starting lineups as quickly as I can. So starting off for the Anaconda A's, leading off and playing second will be number 0, Nate Blodnick. Batting second at first. Batting fifth, doing the catching, number 22, Andrew Bartlome. Batting sixth, number 3, left fielder Sawyer Tackett. Number 12, the first baseman, Taylor Handlos, batting seventh. Batting eighth, doing the pitching, number 21, Tyler Lagunas. And then batting ninth, number 9, Jace Alvarez. Number 9? No. Number 15, I believe. Anyway, and then our one sub today, because the B team's in Butte playing the Butte Motormen, is number 32, Marcus Lagunas.
Ready to get started here at Cubs Field?
And so we're just about to get started. We're going to do the national anthem, and then once we progress from the national anthem. Anyway, we'll take about a 4-minute timeout, and we'll get you right back to live action from Cubs Field at Lynch Park. We'll be back in 4 minutes.
No matter the age, when your pivot has
And welcome to live action here from Cubs Field at Lynch Park. It's Senior Recognition Day. Dillon Cubs will be taking on the Anaconda A's. And good group here. The two seniors, Damon Skratsky can come back for a super senior year, and we would love that. But on the bump is everything you want a Dillon Cub to be. Tyler Lagunas, been nothing but a great team player. He's done everything asked of him. He's come out and improved on everything that he possibly could on a regular basis, and it's just really great to be able to send him off to districts, so we can move on and hopefully continue to play after next weekend in the state tournament, which I believe is in Laurel this year. But yeah, what an amazing young man and good baseball player, but like I said, even a better young man. So we look forward to this game here against the Anaconda A's. It's the home send-off, last game here of the season. It's been a long but worthwhile season. A lot of shout-out, of course, for the Dillon Cubs, for all the people that make this happen. Really all the way from Coach Bartholomew down to his assistant coaches, Coach Hartman, Coach Conan, all the moms and dads and everyone that makes this a successful operation. We started off with a potato sale that really put us in a good spot, and then thank you to the Herb family as well for the new bus that they helped us acquire. So it's just really been a phenomenal season to add on to. We improved on our win-loss situation, and it'll only hopefully get better if we can find a way to win these two. Nate Blodnick will step to the plate for the Anaconda A's, and the first pitch from Lagunas is right down North Montana for strike number one. Off to a great start are the Cubs. Lagunas looks in. He gets the sign from Bartholomew. Likes what he sees. He's going to kick and deal. It's a breaking ball. It gets way out on front, pounds it into the ground, right to the shortstop Hartman across the diamond. 6-3 on the putout if you're keeping track at home for out number one. Now batting will be the first baseman, number 10, Tommy Sawyer. Sawyer, right-handed hitter. He'll dig his way in. Gablunas already dug in. He's got the sign from Bartolome. He's ready to deal already. And the pitch is fouled off and out of play. And starts out ahead, no balls and one strike. So no balls, one strike, one out here in the top of the first as we get ready to play a 7. And the next pitch, great breaking ball, just fooled him completely. Got way out on that front foot, couldn't find any bat to ball, and a swing and a miss for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Lagunas is the defense's friend. Not only does he fill the strike zone with a lot of strikes, but he works quickly. That one's low, a ball, 1-2. So the top of the South Division right now is the Butte Miners. They're 14-2 overall. And the 1-2 pitch, it's a breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2. In the second spot right now is the Belgrade Bandits. They're 9-3. The Gallatin Valley Outlaws are 8-4. The Cubs have beat them this year. They're 27-22-2. And then the Cubs sitting in the 4 spot right now at 7-9. They're 10-17 overall. The Helena Reps 6-8. The Bozeman Bucks at 4-8, and the Anaconda A's at 0-12. So it looks like we have a 2-0 or a 1-1. Sorry, that one was called a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike count with 2 outs and nobody on. And that pitch misses. And so the 2-1 pitch is a ball, 3-1. Good hitters count for the 3-hitter in the lineup. Riley Kriskovich, the left fielder, right-handed hitter, as he digs his way in. Lagunas right back at it as he looks in, gets a sign for Bartolome, kicks and deals on the 3-1. It's popped up down the right field line. Looks like it's going to stay in play. Misjudged it, and it got over his head. It's going to drop for an error on the right fielder. He'll trot his way into second, standing up on the E9. So the 2-out error. Kriskovich to second. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, shortstop number 2, Andrew Talon. So Talon digs his way in. Checks the runner at second, no one home, shortstop creeping a little, and the breaking ball finishes way high for ball 1. Ball gets away a little bit off the mound. It's able to be tracked down by Lagunas as he works his way back to the bump. Gets himself set in there, looks into Bartolome for the sign, gets what he's looking for and comes set, checks the runner at second, kicks, deals. Good pitch, grabs that inside portion, just about knee level for a called strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second, top of the first of a scheduled 2. And the 1-1 2-out pitch. Good breaking ball, but just missed low and inside. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Lagunas ready as he comes set. Checks the runner at second, kicks and deals. Misses outside. Or maybe not. Okay. 2-2. I like it. I like the call. If I was a hitter, I wouldn't love the pitch, but... And the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. And just for good measure, number 2 hitting. Oh, yeah. That's strike 3 then. So is that a ball then? Okay. That was confusing. I thought so, but that would have been strike 3. And instead it's a walk. So there's always something wonderful, something unique, and something crazy. And there's crazy because it just so happened to be pitch number 13 as well. So I guess that'll bring up the third baseman, number 14, Tyrell Smith. Smith digs in, a right-hand hitter with runners at first and second. And the two things you hate the most, an error and a walk. But he kicks and deals and goes right down North Montana for strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Lagunas not rattled at all, just looks in, gets the sign from Bart LeMay, comes set, checks the runner, kicks and deals. It's a breaking ball, finishes high and inside for 1-1. So here we are at the 1 ball, 1 strike count mark with 2 outs and 2 on. We're still in the top of the first of a scheduled 7. Lagunas checks it, kicks, deals, swing and a miss. If it wasn't windy, I would have felt the wind up here. So 1-2 the count. Looks in, gets the sign, taking a little more deliberate time here. Swing and a miss and strikes him out. So he said, "I'll take this myself, young man." A little bit of traffic, but no runs. As the Cubs come up, they'll lead it off with the center fielder, number 16, Cale Conan. He'll be followed by Cohen Hartman and Damon Skratsky. It's a usual day when it's a baseball day. It's kind of windy with a little overcast, threatening to rain, but always a lovely day at Cubs Field. Come on down and enjoy these seniors. There'll also be a raffle today. We'll be raffling off all the wonderful prizes that we have available. That's always fun. It's fun to give out goodies one way or the other. And I think after each inning, we'll probably do a little bit of a raffle for you. And so, coming to bat, Cale Conan. So Cromwell looks in, gets the sign, kicks, deals, and it's hit long and deep down the left side. Third baseman doesn't have a beat on it. And it is a home run. He raised.
It's a home run.
Nothing on the very first pitch. So Cale Conan with his second of the season. And so the Cubs now lead 1-0. I just scooted over because I have a camera there, but so now batting will be the shortstop, number 11, Cohen Hartman. Hartman comes to the plate, batting second and playing shortstop. Cromwell looks in to die. Checks the sign, gets what he's looking for. Full windup, kicks, steals. Fouled up and out of play down the right side for strike number 1. So no balls and 1 strike with nobody out, nobody on. Hartman's dug in. Cromwell's ready as he gets the sign from Dye. And comes to the plate. Popped up right side. A little bit of trouble. I'm not sure the right fielder read it right away, but he settles under it either way. Makes the play. So F9 on the put out for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 2, Damon Skratsky now batting.
And now batting, Damon Skratsky, the second baseman. Where's the number 2? Cromwell's ready, looks into Dye, and comes to the plate. Gets out on that front foot. Looks like he took a little bit off. Change up, if you will. Put it in the right place. Made him miss. And Cohen Hartman's in a no-ball, or Damon Skratsky's in a no-ball, 1 strike count. Cromwell shakes him off. Gets a different pitch. Now he's ready to kick and deal on the 0-1. This one's popped up. Looks like the center fielder has a long way to go, but he settles under it and makes the play. I shouldn't even see settled. Made it on the run. So Skratsky flies out to center for out number 2. So that'll bring up the left-handed hitting third baseman, number 24, Trenton Moreni. And the first pitch to Moreni. High and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody on, 2 outs. Cubs lead by a leadoff home run on the very first pitch by Cale Conan. Got out of here so quick. It wasn't even up, and out of here. It was a get out of here. You ain't gotta go home, kid, but you gotta get up out of here. And the 2-0 pitch misses inside, 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Left-handed hitting third baseman Trenton Moreni digs his way back in. Cromwell looks into Dye for the sign. Shakes him off. He's ready for a different pitch as he comes with the 3-0. And looks like it's called strike. Not really a hitter's pitch anyway. Below the knees. The catcher didn't handle it, but 3-1 nonetheless. If you're a batter, you like that because now you get a hit versus walk, and he's got a great count of 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch to Trenton Moreni. And he hits it down out of play down the left side to run the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 the count to Trenton. Cromwell looks in and gets what he's looking for. Puts the ball in glove, kicks, deals, 3-2 pitch, fouled up down, or no, not fouled, down the left side. Wind seems to be playing tricks on him. Gets over his head, back to the wall, and he cruises in with a double. So on the double, that'll bring up the left fielder, number 3. No, I'm sorry, Andrew Bartolome. Not sure how I blew that one, but tack it is on deck. So another left-handed hitter, the catcher, number 22, Andrew Bartolome, with an opportunity to drive a run in. Pitch finishes high and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at second, 1-0 here in the bottom of the first of a scheduled 7. And the pitch hits him. So on the hit by pitch, that puts runners at first and second, and now brings up left fielder number 3, Sawyer Tackett.
Runners at the first and second now with 2 out.
And waiting on deck, number 12, Taylor Handlos. Tackett's dug in, has runners at first. And he shoots it into right center. Good spot for it. 1 run will score. Bartolome on his horse around third. It looks like he's going to send him. The play is going to be at the plate. The second baseman, great. Oh, can't handle the throw. And it gets away, and Tackett moves up to third. So we got a double with 2 RBIs and then a throwing error to move him over to third. So Bartolome scores. Moreni scores. The Cubs now lead 3-0, and it brings up the right-handed hitting first baseman, number 12, Taylor Handlos. Taylor with an opportunity as well to drive one in with 2 outs. Cromwell looks in to die. And the first pitch to Handlos, liked it but laid off wisely. Let it go, 1-0 count. So 1 ball and no strikes to Taylor. And lays, called strike on the outside. Must have crossed at a different spot than it landed, that's for sure. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. I mean, in my opinion, it's good he laid off that one. Should be 3-0, but we'll go with 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at third. This one's going to be a big, giant beach ball, and he's going to hit it hard somewhere. He's in the hitter's count, though, 3-1. Missed low and inside after trying the outside. I think if I was given that pitch on the outside, I'd go back there. I mean, it was not that close. 3-1 hitter's count for Taylor. And the 3-1 pitch, hi-ya. Hit on the ground to the shortstop, makes the play, throws it across. 6-3 on the putout for out number 3. So 1 ball and no strikes to Aiden Tuss. Left-handed hitting center fielder. And the 1-0, fouled straight back, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, runner at first, nobody out for the A's. Lagunas looks in. Ooh, nice pitch inside. Called the ball, 2-1. So 2-1 the count. Runner at first, not a very big lead. Doesn't seem to be wanting to go anywhere. And Lagunas misses outside and makes it a 3-1 count to Aiden Tuss. Lagunas looks into Bartolome for the sign. Comes set. Checks his runner again. And it's hit down the third baseline to Moreni. Moreni over to second. Fakes the throw. Nothing doing there. Tuss got out of the box pretty quickly, so a fielder's choice puts Tuss at first and knocks out Saltenberger. It's going to be 5-4 if you're keeping Book at home for out number 1. And then that'll bring up the catcher, center fielder, Travis Dye. Dye, a right-handed hitter. Catch is ready to go. See if he can help his pitcher out. We kind of want him to help the Cubs out and hit into, 6-4-3, 4-6-3. Shoot, we'll even do a 1-4-3 if we need to. Gunas checks his runner and comes set. And slide step to the plate. Great pitch. Strike 1. So 0-1 to the 8-hitter in the lineup, who also wears the number 8, the catcher, Travis Dye. And the 0-1 one-out pitch to runner first. The pick move over to first back in time. Not a great lead over there, but always a good job to keep the runner close. It's what keeps that double play in order if he doesn't get a good jump down there. A little bit bigger lead, almost even with the cutout of his right foot, and he's off and running. The throw from Bartlett is high into the shortstop side, so the base is stolen by Dye, or by Tuss. I just keep wanting to give Travis Dye credit for everything. What am I doing? So Tuss with the stolen base. That'll put runners at first and second, or a runner at second, with 1 out, and a 1-1 count. I don't know how he missed that, but he struck out on the 1-3 count, obviously. So Kellen Connor comes to the plate. He wears the number 11. He's in right field. And the 2 out with the runner at second pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. 3-0 Cubs lead. We're in the top of the second. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And the 1-1 2-out pitch from Lagunas. Pretty good one. Sounds like it missed. 2-1. Lagunas looks into Bartolome for the sign. He's got what he's looking for and comes set. Checks the runner at second. Throws back. It's a good throw, but gets away into center field, but a nice backup by Conan. Gets it back in time to not advance the runner. Lagunas back to work as he's dug his way back in. He's even set, checking the runner at second. And the pitch, high and inside, 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at second. And the 3-1 right down North Atlantic for strike number 2. Full count. 2 outs, runner at second. And the 3-2 2-out pitch from Lagunas. Got him looking. So 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. Bottom of the second for the Dillon Cubs. And the 2-0 pitch to Tyler. Misses inside, 3-0. So with the chance to help his own cause, it'd be a nice help if he walked here and got his way on. So 3-0 the count. Misses low and outside, ball 4. Hey, that's how we start. That'll bring up the right fielder, Jace Alvarez.
Jace Alvarez, now batting right field.
Number 15. So with runner on first, nobody out. We'll see what the coaches come up with here. Cromwell looks over, checks his sign, comes set, comes to the plate, swing and a miss by Alvarez for strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike, runner at first, nobody out. Alvarez back into the box. Cromwell's already set and got the sign from Dye. And comes to the plate, gets all the way to the backstop. And you can bet on the duck that he's probably going to be told to wear it. You can just say, look, we only have 10 available. I don't want to get my melon rattled, so I got out of the way. 1-1 to Alvarez. Fouls it off, 1-2. However, that being said, if all of a sudden you either strike out or don't move the runner over, probably not a good idea that you got out of the way. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at second, nobody out. Single should score him. And the pitch, looked like he wanted to give him, but good things. Outside and low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count to the Cubs right fielder. Cromwell comes set, checks the runner at second, Kicks and deals. High, ball 3. Good at bat by Alvarez so far. Now he needs to get paid on it and knock this run in. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner at second. Alvarez digs in. Cromwell comes set. Checks Lagunas at second. Kicks and deals. High and inside, ball 4. So it worked out good for him. Made him throw more pitches and still got on first base by getting out of the way of the ball that almost hit him in the melon. So coming up is Cale Conan, 1 for 1 on the day with the first pitch leadoff home run. We'll take a 3-run job right here. Oof, certainly went for it. Comes up a little empty, 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike with nobody out. Runners at first and second. Top of the order for the Cubs in the form of Cale Conan, the center fielder. Lets that one go. It's called on the outside portion for a called strike 2. So he's in protect mode with no balls and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. Leadoff hitter Conan at the plate. Cromwell looks in to dive for the sign. Checks the runner at second. Comes set. Kicks, deals on the 0-2. And misses outside, 1-2. Had him a little eager, but he's able to lay off and dig back in with the 1-2 count. So 1-2 the count to Conan. First and second the runners. Cromwell checks, deals, and it's hit high and deep to center. Looks like he's got him burned. And he'll get all the way back to the screen. At least one will score. Alvarez is around third. He's going to be sent. The shortstop throws it to third, and Alvarez will score standing up. And so Cale Conan with the 2 RBI double knocks 2 more runs in as he has 3 ribbies for the game, 6 total bases. And you can hip and you can holler, but he's all about the dollar. So the Cubs now lead 5-0 thanks to the Cale Conan double.
Right field his first time.
So that'll bring up Cohen Hartman. He's 0 for 1 as he flew out to right field last time up. Got a great opportunity with nobody out and a runner at second to either move the runner up or drive him in. And the pitch to Hartman. Hit on the ground between short and third. Conan on his way. He'll hold him up at third. Throw comes into third. Conan's going to push it and get home. Ball gets away, but I don't know if you knew this, but Cale Conan's fast. So single by Hartman, error on the throw scores the runner, moves Hartman up to second, and it's now 6-0 Cubs.
Hartman ends up at second base.
So with the runner at second, Cubs now lead 6-0. That'll bring up senior, number 2, second baseman, Damon Skratsky. Real quick push, Damon, come back for your super senior here and pitch for us, please. And the pitch to Damon. Inside and low, ball 1. It's a good time to remind everyone that Damon Skratsky can come back and pitch next year by league rule eligibility. We sure would like to have him. And it's 1-0. Hit on the ground, up. Nice play by Cromwell. Checks the runner, but a good jump by Hartman moves him over to third. So he moves him up on the ground out to the pitcher. That'll be a 1-3 put out for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 24.
And put your cleanup hitter in a great spot to drive another run in. It's number 24, third baseman, left-handed hitting, Trenton Moreni. Doubled and came around to score last time up. Swing, gets away. Hartman's coming in. The throw is there. They couldn't get the tag down, so he's safe on the pass ball. So Hartman scores. It is now 7-0 and a 1-0 count on Moreni. Oh, we called it a strike. Swing got by him, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. 4 already across here in the bottom of the second to make it 7-0. And the 0-1 one-out pitch from Cromwell is shot down left field line, but foul just by the concession stands. If you're not in the building yet, come on down, have some of the great burgers and concessions that are offered here at Cubs Field at Ray Lynch Park. And while you're here, take in a great baseball game, and there'll be a second one if you unfortunately missed the first one. And watch two of our great seniors have an opportunity to play their last two home games here at Cubs Field at Ray Lynch Park. Damon Skratsky and Tyler Lagunas. Tyler Lagunas is on the hill for us as well. And a 1-2 count to Trenton Moreni. Cubs already with a 7-0 advantage. High and outside, ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting third baseman, Trenton Moreni. Cromwell looks in out of the full windup, kicks, deals. It's hit high and deep to right field. He's got him going back, all the way back, off the big-time sportswear design sign.
Stand up, Pepper.
That was a shot. And in fact, the wind is blowing out to left. Oh. I guess it's a home run. The only thing I could think it must have hit the scoreboard, or...
Already comes on home.
So it hit off the top of the yellow, came back in. They're saying it's a home run. The A's are arguing that it's not a home run. And the unfortunate part, it takes away from a great moment. I mean, technically that's an umpire call. I thought it hit the yellow below the sign. Yeah. So it's going to be a double.
Ryan's going back up, second base. Yeah, sorted out down there on the field.
Well, it's not all takeaway. He hit that ball extremely well. Extremely well. And the wind's actually blowing out to left field, not right field. So hit it enough to fight the wind and still almost get it out of here. So it's a double. And Bartolome hits it to left field. And he flies out to left. So F7 on the put out for out number 2. And so with the runner at second and 2 outs.
Sawyer had a double first time up, hitting number 1.
Tack it with the double and drove a couple of runs in last time up. And that missed 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. And hit shot between short and third. Rennie got a great jump, but I got to be honest, it looked like he missed the bag again. And the single by Tackett is an RBI. And that will make it 8-0. Little talk with the pitcher as they talk it over. With 2 outs and a runner at first. Doesn't look like he's making a pitching change, so we'll keep it here. First baseman number 12, Taylor Handlos, coming to the plate. Ground out to short last time up. He's the 9th hitter of the inning. So no balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. And the pitch to Handlos, ball one. We already started off right because last time I believe he called that same pitch a strike. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. Good speed at first. Tack it, good jump, hit down the first base line, go foul, go foul, go foul. Oh, just no luck today. As it stays fair, it almost looked like he was spinning and wanted to kick foul. So you're good. And welcome back to live action as the Dillon Cubs lead 8-0. We're going into the top of the third of the last homestand of 2023. And for some of these seniors, it's been a long but wonderful year. They got to play the first time high school baseball, and not only did they represent the Beavers well, but of course they've represented the Dillon Cubs well as well. And it's a great send-off at this point for Dylan Skradsky and our current pitcher, Tyler Lagunas. So great opportunity to really send those guys off in style. We've got some prizes we've given away already to one lucky contestant on The Price is Right. No, we appreciate everyone with the support. It's a great raffle, and all the people that took the time to donate. All of you that took the time to buy raffle tickets from our ball players. And, of course, our ball players deserve a lot of credit for going out in the community and making sure people knew that they represented the Dillon Cubs on this raffle so we could raise money for our great program. We were able to provide a B team again this year as well. They've done a lot of things to grow in stride. We have 23 ball players this year, and they put in a lot of hard work. It's been a fun year to watch them grow. It's not over yet. After we hopefully get out of here with 2 more wins, we should secure the 4 seed going into next week's playoffs starting Thursday. 1 plays 8 and so on. 7 plays 2, 6 plays 3, 4 plays 5. Hit down the right field line and caught by Jace Alvarez. So Blodnik flies out to right field for out number 1. But all this really cannot be really put on for a season with all the great people that work behind the scenes, never ask for any credit. The parents, the families, sometimes aunts and uncles have come here and helped. It's just been a great job of a community. Skradsky with the play, throws over to first, 4-3 on the putout for out number 2. All the families that are a part of this, the Conans, the Hartmans, the Skratskys, the Morenis, the Bartlomays, the Tackett's, the Handlos, Lagunases, the Alvarezes, all the way down through the junior ranks of our B team. Just you can't put on something like this without the people that make a difference. Those friends, those families, the community itself has just been fantastic to the Dillon Cubs. And we actually want to thank our partnership also. High school was really easy to work with as well this year. We were able to finally pull off a high school season that a lot of people thought we couldn't. We never really got the weather we needed or wanted, but at the same time, here we are almost through a full season of baseball. And only gave up, I think, total of maybe 5 total games between high school and Legion. Not only the coaches have done a fine job of making sure the players knew how to take care of the field, but the players did a great job. And then it's been a great thing to watch. 2-1 the count to Riley Kriskovich, the left fielder. Hits it long and deep to left. I don't think that's going to be playable. It's all the way to the Pursuit Chiropractic sign in left center. He's going to burn around second and pulls up as it gets to the cutoff quickly, as Tackett was able to get it in quickly on a ball that was shot out to left center. One hopped into the Pursuit Chiropractic sign and has a stand-up double. Now bring up the cleanup hitter. Number 2, shortstop Andrew Talon. Talon walked last time up, and the 2-out pitch looked like a good one, but apparently was low, 1-0. And 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second. Pitch from Lagunas is a good one, straight and true for called ball or strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1 ball, 1 strike, 2-out pitch. High and inside, 2-1. Ooh, good pitch. Called ball 3. Gets into center field on the error. So 3-1 now with a runner at third and 2 outs. So the error's on the throw, I believe, which is probably the catcher at that point. Gets the call for strike 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner at third, hit on the ground. Nice play by Hartman with the strong throw over to first and gets away from the first baseman on the throw. And so a nice play. They called that the $1 million play with the nickel throw. So it's going to be an E6. Yeah, I would agree on that. I would say a single with an error, as brought up over here. I don't think he would have had him. And then the throw gets to the backstop. So a single with an error scores the run. So if you give him a single on that, he actually gets the RBI too then. So it's now 8-1. And, hate to get long-winded on the thank yous, but also some of the other families, the Fergusons, the Nelsons, all the board members as well. Chance Plutt did a phenomenal job on this field and continues to do so. We have a world-class field here, and all the people before him, the Voleks, I mentioned the Hartmans, the Garlands, the Freitas's, the Riddle, if you're bringing up Freitas as well. The strikeout to Tyrell Smith is out number 3, but not before they come up with 1 run on 2 hits. There was 2 Cub errors and 1 runner left on base. So after 2.5 in the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs lead 8-1. We're going to do a drawing here. It happens here in a second. But also the Tackett's and the Van Horns, the Alvarez has already mentioned, Haro Mora, one of the players, Engelhardt, Blando as one of the board members, Mike Richardson, board member, concert, and a $200 Visa card, and who was winning? Rhea Miller, Rhea Miller for the Dirks Bentley tickets and a $200 Visa card. Rhea Miller. You get to go to Dirks Bentley with $200 to get there. Not a bad little prize, huh? We're proud as a board that we put together a fantastic raffle, but we thank all of you guys for really making it happen out there. And really, it's really helped to get not only the kids out in the community so you guys can get to know some of these young men if you haven't already, and then, of course, more importantly, raised money for their baseball team and all the adventures that we're able to go on and the tournaments and pay the umpires and take care of things. Lagunas with a shot down first, but a nice play over there by the first baseman, number 10, Tommy Sawyer. Tommy Sawyer with the nice play over there, robbing Tyler Lagunas of a hit to make out number 1. And that'll bring up the 9-hitter in the lineup. Right fielder, number 15, Jace Alvarez. Alvarez walked and came around to score last inning. He'll settle his way in with 1 out, nobody on. Cromwell digs in. First pitch is low, ball 1, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Cromwell looks in to die. Gets what he's looking for. Kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Cubs lead 8-1. And the pitch fouled off. 1-2. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cromwell looks in to die. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. On the housekeeping, gets him down at first. So strikeout of Alvarez is out number 2, and that'll turn it over to the top of the order. And bring up the hot hand of the day so far, Cale Conan. Cale's drove in 3 RBIs already, scored twice, has 6 total bases, and he now bats 2 for 2. Cromwell looks in to die. Says, I'm not really sure what to give him, but let's try this. And that's a good pitch for him as he gets about knee-high on the inside portion for strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Cohen Hartman waiting on deck. Cale Conan on deck are in the batter's box. Hits it straight back for strike number 2. Quickly in a no-ball, 2-strike hole. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the 0-2 pitch from Cromwell to die. Kicks, deals. And it's hit on the ground foul just in front of the A's dugout. And we'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 to Cale Conan. Cromwell hoping to see if he can retire him for the first time. Conan hitting for the 3rd time in 3 innings. And goes over his head to the backstop. 1-2. I'm trying to listen, but I don't hear anyone telling Cale to wear it. Nope, still didn't hear it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the 1-2 pitch. Oh, just got under it. He's got a long way to go, but it looks like it's going to hold up in there thanks to that wind. And Cale Conan flies out to center for out number 3. So the Cubs go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. So after 3 complete on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs lead 8-1. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Improve your financial game and
singled and then got put out on the fielder's choice. And he'll come to bat for the second time here in the top of the fourth. So Lagunas looks into Bartolome, gets the sign, kicks, deals, swing and a miss, strike one. So no balls and one strike. And the 0-1 pitch. So no balls and one strike to Saltenberger. Two. And Lagunas looks, deals. And it's hit to center, all the way to left center. And it gets over the head of Cale Coney. He must have hit it pretty hard to get that handled. And so he'll cruise into second with a double to start the inning. So great start by the DH as he doubles to start the inning. Hit it out to the Anderson Fencing Incorporated sign for the double. That'll bring up the left-handed hitter center fielder number 4, Aiden Tuss. Tuss reached on the fielder's choice and stole the bag. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Tuss digs his way back in. Lagunas looks into Bartolome for the sign. Checks the runner at second and comes set. Kicks, deals. Hit on the ground, down to third. Morandi charges, and he gets the runner hung up. Great play because it was going to be close at first. Good job, great tag. All right, so that would have been a 5-4-6 to get Saltenberger out. Tuss will move up to second. It went from a fielder's choice to a pickle double, but still just a fielder's choice. So that'll bring up the right-hand hitting catcher, Travis Dye. Nice block by Bartolome, get away from him a little bit, so the runner will move up. But it was outside a bit. He did a great job of sliding over, but to hit that outside shin guard, kicked it the other way. And so the 1-0 pitch to Dye with the runner at third, and an 8-1 lead by the Cubs is high and inside, 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes, with 1 out and a runner at third here for the A's. Lagunas kicks, deals. It's hit high, pop fly, kind of in no man's land. Tackett calls him off, gets a great jump on the baseball. Hartman goes all the way out into left field. Good communication as Hartman cut out of the way. Tackett called it, made a nice play in left field to retire out number 2. And was ready to fire, so the runner Tuss had to stay at third. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the 9-hitter in the lineup, number 11, Kellen O'Connor. Kellen O'Connor, the right fielder, right down North Montana for strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, a runner at third. We're in the top of the 4th inning of a scheduled 7. Lagunas looks into Bartolome. He's running out of the full windup, kicks, deals, swing and a miss. He's got the good morning and the good evening. Now let's give him the good night. Yeah. And the 0-2 pitch. Oh. I liked it. Umpire did not. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 with 2 outs and runner at third. Lagunas. Shot down the right side and foul. And we'll keep it here at a ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count, 2 outs and a runner at third. 8-1 here in the top of the 4th. Lagunas looks in to get the sign from Bartolome. And the pitch is outside, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. Tyler looks in, gets a sign, and he fouls it off. And we'll keep it at 2-2 again. And shot into right center for a single, RBI single.
And I think it creates a run for Anaconda.
And Anaconda makes it 8-2. Well, we're on the thank you chain. Well, really want a big shout out to Turney Repair as well. Turney did so much for this organization this year, from really looking over our buses, both of them, helping find the bus, donating beef and time and effort and everything else. 82 Coffee, fantastic job. They sponsored the streaming as well. Southwest Montana News, great job of covering our young men. So there's a lot of people that really make this happen, and we're proud of these boys, but the boys should also be proud of the support that they've had out there as well. The umpires done a fantastic job just learning the game more or less this time of year as well. So it's really been a great time as well, and all the bus drivers that took the time to drive for us as well. It's a good bunch, but anytime you're driving teenagers, it's not your favorite thing in the world to do. But we've gotten really good reports on how well behaved they were, so that's good to hear as well. From Brandon Ferguson to Megan Mangles, and just overall, we've been very, very fortunate to get a great crew to support us. Winston Fly Rod's about to be given away. Allison Norris with the win. Allison Norris, you've won a Winston Fly Rod. You'll be the envy of several sportsmen around here with the Winston Fly Rod win. Allison Norris with the big W on the Fly Rod. So that's a good one. We're going into the bottom of the 4th inning. We're going to start it out with Cohen Hartman, the shortstop. Cohen has doubled and flew out to right so far, 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Oh, gets an extra piece of the corner for a called strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike here in the bottom of the 5th. I just want to see about 4 or 5 more runs this inning and then shut them down in the 5th. Misses on that, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no one on, no one out. Top or bottom of the 4th, Cubs lead 8-2 in the first game of the doubleheader. We're going 7 innings. They're both conference games. And it's a 2 ball, 1 strike count to the shortstop, Cohen Hartman. So 2-1. Hartman's ready. Probably should see a pretty good pitch to hit. and called strike 2. Looked like it was just below the letters on the inside portion, called for a strike. So 2 balls and 2 strikes for Hartman. Cromwell looks in to die. And he kicks and deals. And it's popped up to center. At first he came in, and then he had to drift all the way back as the wind's blowing back that way a bit. But a nice play by the center fielder as he retires Hartman on the fly out to center for out number 1. That'll bring up Damon Skratsky. Flew out to center, ground out to the pitcher. And you know what that means? He's having such a fine season, that means he's due for a hit here. So Skratsky to the plate. Hits down third base line. Just foul. Got to call that a little earlier, please. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Quietly, Cromwell's retired 4 straight. 5 straight. 5 straight. And hit on the ground between short and third. And just as I say that, Damon Skratsky comes up with his first hit of his last home game at Cubs Field. Till next year when he comes back as a super senior. Get the theme here? Now Trenton Moretti comes to the plate. 2 doubles, including 1 that almost was a home run. Hit it off the big-time Sportswear Design sign. They thought maybe it hit off the yellow, but apparently it was a double. And now he's in there ready to get the rest of the ball he left behind. He's done well coverage-wise. The double went to left. The second double went pulled right field. And the wind, of course, had to pick up because nobody likes just a really nice day to play baseball in. Who knew you'd get football weather all baseball season? So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Hits it up the middle. Second baseman flips to the short to first. And you have a 4-6-3 pitcher's best friend. So 4-6 takes care of Skratsky. 6-3 takes care of Moretti. And it ended up 3 up, 3 down. So they came up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, no one left. So after 4 complete on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Cubs lead 8-2. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Town & Country Foods is all about local support.
Rain and snow to the wind and rain. I don't remember the last time we didn't have a windy game, to be honest with you. But what a beautiful ballpark we have here. All the signs are filled, every slot that we have. For all of you that want to sponsor next year, we'll have some more slots available for you. We'll come up with new options for you. There's a lot of great opportunities to get on the forefront of that if you want to reach out to some of the board members. We really, really are thankful for all of you that taken the time to put into this. If you're not a Dillon Cubs fan yet, you should be. This is a good young team. They're up and coming. And there's a lot of opportunity to really jump on the bandwagon before people know that you are front runners. That's okay. We're okay with that. Right now it's a young bunch, but they're really coming on strong. Got good leadership all the way across. We've got a B team that's pushing some of the older kids. And by older kids, I mean we have 2 seniors, one of them which can come back. So there's a lot of 13, 14, 15, and 16-year-olds that are really pushing for spots, which is always where you want to be with the team, is having others push others. And the 2 travel teams, both very competitive as well right now. The 2 10U, actually 3. There's 2 10U teams and the 12U teams, the 2 bomb squad teams and the Lumberjacks. 2 all-star teams that are phenomenal. Pop up to second base. It looks like Skratsky's going to get all the way out into short right center and make the play on Tommy Sawyer for out number 1. That'll bring up the 3-hitter in the lineup, left fielder number 6, Riley Kriskovich. Kriskovich has doubled and scored a run. But, yeah, just a great opportunity. We got streaming involved this year thanks to Southwest Montana News and 82 Coffee. Just so many great opportunities with this ball club, and baseball in Dillon is alive and well. A lot of the programs put in, Pursuit Chiropractic, Dr. Jeff's put in some training for our kids and band work, all the way down to just all of our bus drivers. I can't say enough how proud of all this group I am as a board member to really say what they put together. And it's a good young group. You know, before too long, there's a good possibility that we can be one of the top 2 teams in the state and even bring home some hardware if you can keep this group together. So, jump on the bandwagon, get out there, ask how you can support and advertise next year, and maybe be a part of the sponsorship group. Strike out. Nobody on. That'll bring up Andrew Talon, the shortstop, number 2. He's walked and singled, drove a run in.
As a single to his credit today as well as a walk.
So Lagunas kicks, deals, and this can be a hit the right field. Alvarez on his horse. Cale Conan covers ground, dives, doesn't come up with it. It rolls all the way to the wall, just in front of the Sparky's sign, and it's a stand-up triple. I mean, I knew he didn't come up with the play, but Cale Conan came from Twin Bridges all the way over to right field and made the play. I mean, he covered some serious terrain and dove and almost came up with it. In fact, if his glove was about a half-inch longer, he would have came up with the play. And can't say much about how much he covers. They say water covers 2/3 of the earth. The other third is covered by Cale Conan. 1 ball, no strikes to Tyrell Smith. So runner at third, 2 outs. Laguna's a great opportunity to get out of this, though. And it gets, well, it's foul ball. I honestly can only tell because poor Andrew Bartlett got it off the big toe, it looked like. They do call it the tools of ignorance for a reason. You get back there, you get beat up as a catcher. Passed balls, foul balls, people running into you. And the pop-up could get him out of the inning. And Skratsky comes up with the play. So Tyrell Smith flies out to the second baseman for out number 3. So the inning started like it ended. What did we give out this time? Bitterroot Trading for $450 on firearm of your choice. I'll get you the winner here in a second. As Bartlemy comes to the plate, outside, ball one.
JGN Law Office, Big Time Sportswear, and Shepherd's Garage.
Shepherd's Garage, JGN Law, and Big Time Sportswear and Design. Rich and Jerry Champlin. Did I say it right? Rich and Jerry Champlin come up with the first prize that a lot of people sought after, the $450 to Bitterroot Trading. Congratulations to Rich and Jerry. And a single by Bartlemy, I believe. Pole got in the way, but it looked like it dropped just in front of the left fielder. And that will bring up Sawyer Tackett. He's doubled, singled, drove 2 runs in. Cromwell comes set, comes to the plate, misses inside, 1-0. Tackett back to the plate with a 1-ball, no strike count. Runner at first and nobody out. Bottom of the 5th, 8-2 lead. Same pitch, different call, 1-1. Called strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Runner at first. Cromwell looks in to die. Comes set. Kicks and deals. Ooh, called strike 2. It's a dealer's choice on the inside corner. 1-2. Cromwell said, no, I'm going to shake you off. I'm going to go inside and see if I can get that corner call again. Nope, way outside. And way high, 2-2. Don't get away from what's working. Don't outthink it. Throw it where you're getting it. 2-2. Runner first, nobody out. And the kick and deal by Cromwell. Outside, popped up and out of play. We'll do it again at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Tackett. Cromwell looks in to die for the sign. Checks Bartlemy at first. Steps off. And back to it. Puts almost even with the cutout. And it's way behind Tackett for a full count. And I do agree, it doesn't look like he stepped off on that one, which would have been a balk. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bartlemy with a little bit bigger of a lead. It's on the inside, hit down third base line, and foul. Back at the 3 ball, 2 strike count. Had a play like that called fair, and they turned a double play on us. Unbelievable. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first. Sawyer Tackett at the plate. Bottom of the 5th for the Cubs here. Inside pitch. That time he got, looked like he got it over the bag, but he did not. It's so much easier to be an umpire up here, I can tell you. My strike zone is perfect. My calls on the foul line are fantastic, but I don't have to get screamed at it for it either, so it's great. So 3-2 once again. Tackett ready to dig back in there, put the ball in play, and the 3-2 pitch. Got away on the low inside pitch. No harm, no foul though on the walk. So with first and second, with nobody out, that'll bring up the first baseman, number 12, Taylor Handlos.
Now batting.
It's a great opportunity for him to go shopping at the gap in left center.
Alvarez on deck.
Go Taylor. High and outside, ball one. If he's going to throw him outside and high, we can hit it to right center as well. In fact, it looks like that R.E. Miller and Son sign looks like it needs a nice ball in front of it. High and inside. 2-0. Good eye. Set himself up for a good spot here. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 on, nobody out. Taylor's ready. Cromwell comes set. Checks Bart LeMay. Kicks and deals. Outside. 3-0. Oh, you're always thinking with the 3-0, give me the green light. I'm ready to go, go, go. But probably not going to get it. Not too often you get the 3-0 green light. Good one to lay off anyway. Now he's in the hitter's count, 3-1. 3-1 count to Taylor Handlos, the first baseman. Right-handed hitter's ready to dig in and make some damage. Hits it on down to second, kicks it. Safe at second, safe at first. So that'll load the bases on the error by the second baseman. So bases loaded, and one of our seniors, Tyler Handlos, gets a great opportunity. Does a great opportunity here to help his own cause. If he muscles up and hits the grand slam, it could end the game even.
Tyler Lewis now up to help his own cause if he can. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Is he hurt? Okay. I thought he looked like he was maybe stretching it out. Looks like he's okay, though. Hit on the ground to the second baseman. Turns to make the throw and throws it away. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. I think he's not feeling good. Oof. So the second baseman throwing error. Scores 2, so both Bart LeMay and Tackett score. Handlos moves down to second. Lagunas at first. I have 10, yeah. So 10-2 the score here. Jace Alvarez to the plate. Runners at first and second. Both Lagunas and Handlos on the bases. And Jace hits down the right field line. That's going to be a little bit of trouble, but it looks like it might go foul. And it does. It doesn't look like he's feeling well. Doesn't want to show it, I think. He didn't get a good jump like he usually does. So no balls, 1 strike. Runner at first and second. Jace at the bat. And the 0-1 pitch, high and inside. 1-1. Top of the order waiting on deck. Cubs with the 10-2 lead. Alvarez ready. Cromwell comes set. And the 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Blocked all right there by Travis Dye. And I'll run the count to 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1 the count with 2 on, nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. 2 already across. Cubs lead 10-2 in a scheduled 7. And the pitch hit foul. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count once again. And a shot hit into left center field. Center fielder's going to run over and get that. That was a shot. Just held up a little bit too long, and center fielder was able, Aiden Tubbs was able to run it down. for out number 1.
In order for the Cubs, center fielder Cale Conan.
Good swing and a nice at-bat by Jace Alvarez. Unfortunately, it comes up empty on the hit side because it's ran down and hit to him. But Cale Conan comes to the plate already with 2 big hits, a double, a home run, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Flew out to center last time up, comes up empty on the breaking ball swing there, 0-1. And the 0-1 is hit out to right field. Right field makes the catch. Tagging is Taylor and gets over there. Looks like he wasn't hampered. I was a little concerned, but I'm glad he's okay.
Down the third base. Cubs got runners on the corners now. 2 out.
So moving from second to third on the sac fly is Hanlos. Lagunas at first. 2-hitter in the lineup, Cohen Hartman to the plate. Probably going to get the runner off and going in the first 2 pitches at the at-bat, I would think. So 2 outs, first and third. Kicks and deals and pops straight up. Shortstop is calling it and makes the play. So Hartman flies out to the shortstop for out number 3. The Cubs put 2 quick ones up, but can't bring the other 2 they needed to end the game. So we'll come back out. I believe, are Thursday, so anyone who pitches this week, we should be at full strength next week, and a 1-1 count to Saltenberger. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on a good pitch, took a little something off it, went a little upstairs and on the outside to make it a 1 ball, 2 strike count. So 1-2 the count, base is empty, and gets him to foul it off. We'll keep it here at 1-2. Saltenberger will be followed by Tuss and Dye. Almost sounds like a law firm, Tuss and Dye. So 1-2 the count. Saltenberger digs in. Lagunas gets signed from Bartolome. And he fouls it up and out of play. And he wants to stay alive. So 1-2 once again. Laguna says I'll change that up and give him something that he can't hit for strike number 3. Sixth strikeout of the day. 6 strikeouts in 6 innings so far for Tyler Lagunas. Dye, the left-handed hitting center fielder, actually done a pretty darn good job out there in center. Hits it where fly balls go to Dye, to Cale Conan for out number 2. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the catcher, number 8, Travis Dye. That one's going to get down, though. Took the wind out of it just enough. Yet all the way over in front of the stage line pizza sign, Cale Conan came to get that ball and get it back in quickly, holding him to a single. Kellen Connor, the right fielder, steps in. He's had an RBI single and a backwards K. So 2 outs, runner at first. Lagunas looks into Bartolome, checks his runner at first and comes set. And comes to the plate. Inside pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. Lagunas ready again and set. Checks the runner, comes to the plate. Blocked nicely on the outside portion, but runs the count to 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1 the count with 2 outs and a runner at first. And strike 2. Gotta be close, huh? Oh, gotcha. You're the best. 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner at first. Whew. Runs it full, didn't miss by much. Head start by the runner at first on the 3-ball, 2-strike, 2-out count. And the 3-2, 2-out pitch. Thank you for coming. Go have a chair. Strike 3, catches him looking. So it's don't know that we've done a middle school game, though. That'd be kind of fun, though, wouldn't it? The pitcher and flew out to center. And Cromwell's going to look in to die, get his sign, and comes to the plate. Ooh, called strike one. So no ball and one strike. So 0-1 the count with nobody on, nobody out. Cromwell looks in to die, shakes him off, and he's ready to deal. And the 0-1 pitch. Looked low and outside, and I believe that's the call, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Cromwell to die. And it's hit on that inside pitch to the first baseman, who handles it himself. 3 unassisted, taking out Skratsky for out number 1. That'll bring up Trent Moreni. Moreni with 2 doubles, one that almost got out of here in right field. 2 runs scored and grounded out to the shortstop. Now we got that ground out shortstop of the way. We're looking for another double, maybe this time to center. High outside, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on. And the 1-0 pitch to Trenton. Swing and a miss. Or foul, I'm not really sure which. I don't think the catcher wanted any part of it after. So 1-1 with 1 out, nobody on. And the 1-1 pitch from Moreni. In the dirt, outside, 2-1. Looks like he's pretty close too, huh? So 2-1 with 1 out. Andrew Bartlome waiting on deck. Trent Moreni ready to handle business on the 2-1 count. 3-1. And back in a good spot with the hitter's count of 3-1. So Moreni digs his way back in with the hitter's count of 3-1. Cromwell looks in to die. 3-1 pitch. Walked him.
Moreni draws a walk. Brings up Bartlome, the catcher. 1-0.
And the catcher, number 22, Andrew Bartlome.
The pitcher for Anaconda is at 98 pitches right now.
Cromwell comes set. Kicks, steals. High and outside, ball 1. 105. Yeah. Well, juniors is 95 now in All-Stars. Yeah. So 1-1 with 1 out. And it's high and deep to left field. Wind caught a hold of it. He tried to slide in to make the play, and it's going to be a single by Bartlome. Puts runners at first and second.
Left field. So the Cubs got runners at first and second. 1 out.
So first and second, 1 out.
Sawyer Tackett.
And Sawyer Tackett to the plate. So runners at first and second, 1 out. Good sized lead for Moreni, right down North Montana. This is straight from it. Senior program 105. 105 for Class B and then 95 for senior. Both off and running. Got him at third. So it's going to be 2-5 on the put out of Moreni. Route number 2, Bartlome will move up to second and tack it as a 1-ball, 1-strike count with 2 outs. Tack it so far 2 for 2 with a single, a double, a walk, a run scored, 2 runs driven in. And hits a shot into right to stay perfect at 3-3. Bartlome comes around third. Right fielder throws it way up the line at third. And Bartlome scores. Tackett moves up to second on the throwing error. So single and an RBI for Tackett. Moves up to second on the error. Bartlome scores to make it 11-2. And the game go away is into the batter's box. And it's in the hands of Taylor Handlos, and he's going to see a different pitcher. So Cubs lead 11-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back in 2 minutes to have a pitching change.
It's the 4th annual Dillon History Days, July 21st through 23rd, and we're going back to the 70s. Dress up in 70s fashion and join the fun. Check out the full lineup starting Friday with the Teddy Bear Picnic and Philip Page Cowboy Songs and History. Saturday, don't miss the Horsepower Roundup Car Show, Karma Tyler Memorial, Blowing Smoke Barbecue. Plus, the What's Your Talent contest. Show off those 70s moves and dance to live music Saturday night featuring Levi Bloom. Make plans now for Dillon History Days, July 21st through 23rd. Far out!
For the Anaconda A's, it's number 13, Zach Blodnick. Blodnick will face Handlos with the runner at second and 2 outs.
Taylor Handlos at bat, 2 outs, runner at second. Pitcher Zach Blodnick now on the mound for the Anaconda A's.
So Blodnick in, 11-2, runner at second. And Taylor Handlos at the plate. One-0. 1 ball, no strikes. And the starting pitcher, Tyler Handlos, or Lagunas, Tyler Lagunas, waiting on deck for Taylor Handlos. And he moves the runner over to third. I want you to knock the run in, Taylor, but if he threw that away, I wouldn't hurt my feelings either. So Tackett moves over to third, 2-0 to Taylor Handlos, 11-2, bottom of the 6th. And the pitch. It's a 2-0 pitch. Belt high, right down the middle. And the 2-1, 2-out pitch. Hits on the ground down to third, makes the clean play. 5-3 on the putout.
Edlo's thrown out at first base, ended for
So the Cubs come up with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left. So after 6 complete on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Dillon Cubs lead 11-2. We'll be back in 1 minute.
June is cataract.
Likes what he sees. Kicks, deals. Strike 1, just the way we like to start. So no balls and 1 strike. And the 0-1 pitch. Hit down the left field line.
Nice catch on third left field.
Great job of reading that off the bat by Tyler Lagunas. Tracks it down, makes the play for out number 1.
Oh no. Hit ball. Batting now number 2.
That'll bring up first baseman number 10, Tommy Sawyer.
Tommy Sawyer.
And the first pitch to Sawyer is a called strike. Way to get ahead right out of the gate for relief pitcher Cohen Hartman. And no balls and 1 strike, 1 out to Sawyer. Fouled back. Hartman has a commanding no ball, 2 strike count. So 0-2 the count with 1 out, nobody on, in the top of the 7th of a scheduled 7. Cubs lead 11-2. Cubs scored 3 in the first, 5 in the second. They had it on with 2 in the 5th and 1 in the 6th. The hit is right back to the pitcher, 1-3 on the putout for out number 2. And the A's are down to their last gasp of breath, and it looks like they have a pinch hitter coming to the plate. Number 21, Ryan Smith.
Ryan Smith, number 21, now in to bat for the A's.
Ryan Smith in. And Hartman's first pitch, right down North Montana for strike number 1. But if you're driving, you probably want to do North Atlantic right now, actually. Oh, it fouls it off. And it's foul ball for strike number 2. If you were doing navigation maps, you would make a lot of money in Dillon right now, because if you're trying to get to the college or the hospital or TNC, it depends on the time of day. BO 2-2 out pitch, all the way to the wall, or backstop. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hartman set to put the dagger in to the Anaconda A's. Not that time. 2-2. Give it to a kid. Give it to a kid. Oh, he has him on the strikeout. So they send 3 to the plate, 3 go away. So they came up with no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. So the Cubs come up with a victory, 11-2. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the Papa T's postgame show. Cubs win 11-2. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Barney Miller and Sons.